So if we start our protocol over here on the right, the first thing that you'll notice is this first page here. It's defined as an integer response area. But then above that, in the protocol level, you'll see that there is a nav menu defined, and it's an array, and it's got this one object that defines this entry. And if you open the navigation menu on Tabsint, you see the nav menu option here is defined. So if I were to select this option, Tabsint is going to confirm that I want to use this. It will always prompt for the admin pin if Tabsint is not in admin mode, which constrains the subject to completing the protocol as the admin desires. So when I select that option, Tabsint goes to the subprotocol defined as option down here. We'll complete this subprotocol, and then since in the nav menu I have return here afterwards set as true, it returns to this page 1, this integer response area. So now if we look at the page definition for this page, you'll see that there's a set flag option here, and it's defined on the page. It's not part of the response area. And this says that if the response is greater than 5, set this flag called integer flag to be true. So we're going to select a number and continue. So because the response is greater than 5, Tabsint is going to set this integer flag as true. This next page, defined here as set flag random. This page has no user response. However, it sets a flag based on a randomly generated number. So this flag says if this random number between 0 and 1 is greater than or equal to 0.75, set random flag to be true. This is helpful if you want to split your subjects into different groups. For example, you have a long list of sentences that you need subjects to respond to. It's too many for any individual subject to complete all of them, so you split it into a few groups and you randomly select a group for each subject to complete. So this next page is a multiple choice response area with 2 options, choice A or choice B. And then after the response area, you'll see that there is an array of follow-ons defined. The follow-on, you can have any number of follow-ons for any response. For each one, you need a conditional and a target. So you'll see that the first conditional is if the response is equal to A, you'll complete this target, which is an additional page to be displayed. However, if the result.response is equal to B, you'll go to this @end all, which will end the protocol there. Since we don't want to end the protocol now, we're just going to select A. And you'll see this follow-on page that we've defined to be an integer response area. Note that if you have multiple follow-ons defined for any page, if your conditions overlap so that multiple conditional statements would be true, Tabsint will only find the first one that is true and evaluate just that option. It will ignore anything beyond the first match. So we're going to continue on. You'll notice here that I have a page called skip if flag before this page called repeats. This page was not rendered, and that's because it has a skip if to skip this page if the random flag is true. So the flag that we randomly set earlier in the protocol is true, and it skipped this page and went on to the repeats page. So this repeats page says the question will repeat up to 2 times if you choose A. And that's because this repeat page item that's defined on this page says to repeat up to n times, so 3 total presentations, and repeat if the response is not equal to B. So this page will repeat up to 2 more times as long as this conditional is still true. So if we choose A, it's going to repeat 2 more times. And then we get to the final page in our protocol, and we can end the exam. One more thing that I'm going to show you, if we start the exam again, and then use the admin menu to reset exam and submit partial results, confirm that we do want to submit partial results. You get to this sub-protocol that's defined as at partial, and this one will only appear if you end the exam through the navigation menu. And end the protocol. And I will note that you need to be careful when you use the navigation menu. It affects the result structure. Tabcent results are appended as the page result from each page in the order that it is completed. So if you change the direction of the protocol through the navigation menu, you'll end up with inconsistent result orders. Each subject can have a unique result order.